'Twas the night before Hysteria, and all through the hall not a player was stirring, not even a ball. The banners were hung behind baskets with care, in hopes that a sixth would soon be there. The Hoosiers were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of March Madness danced in their heads. And Mama in her candy stripes and I in my sneaks had just settled down for some tall autumn drinks, when out on the court there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my tailgate to see what was the matter. Away to the gym I flew like a flash, tore open the doors, handed the usher some cash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen leaves gave the luster of game day to practice his five-man weave. When what to my wandering eyes should appear but a squad full of Hoosiers decked out in new Adidas gear. With a middle-aged coach so lively and tan, I knew in a moment it was the state's highest-paid man. More rapid than tigers, his wing players they came, and he clapped, and he paced, and he called them by name. Now Yogi, now James, now Thomas and Troy, on Colin, on Jawan, on OG, and you Indiana boys. To the top of the key, to the back of the hall, deflect away, deflect away, deflect away all those balls. As in empty gyms that before 3 balls let fly, the big red band took its seat, their song soared to the sky. So up to the balcony top the raucous crowd grew, as the recruits filled the stands and St. T. John there too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the PA the opening riffs of Where the Streets Have No Name. As I pulled out my flask and was drinking it down, when out from the tunnel your Indiana Hoosiers came with a bound. They were dressed in their warm-ups from their heads to their feet when the stands then erupted and rose from their seats. The script Indiana was drawn on their backs when they huddled together in a tight crimson pack. Chuck Crabb took the mic and started the show. One by one he called them off. Their names we all know. Then the boys took the floor and the crowd screamed from the top of their lungs when the band played the fight song, Indiana, Our Indiana, was sung. Then the coach took center court, his shirt untucked round his belly, that shook when he clapped like a bowl full of jelly. He was bronzed and excited, a half-crazy elf, but I cheered when he addressed us, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head, then Jimmy Buckets hit a jumper. I knew we had nothing to dread. We spoke not a word as the team rained down threes and filled up the bucket with dunks that brought us to our knees. And placing 3 goggles in front of both eyes, they turned back to the tunnel amidst the fans' cries. They ran off the floor, to the crowd they waved, into the locker room they jogged, knowing the state is basketball crazed. But I heard them exclaim as they ran out of sight, Happy Hysteria to all, and to all, a good night. Words written by Chronic Hoosier. Spoken by Jared Morris. Go Hoosiers.